Welcome back to another episode of Slick Talk Reviews. I'm Chris.
And I'm Bella.
And we're about to dive deep into the Godfather himself, Mr. Kevin Samuels. He has found himself another victim. Honestly, ladies, why do you do this? Why do you call onto this man's platform trying to prove a point? You already proved this point by calling into his platform. You don't get it.
This one tried, though. This one tried.
She tried.
She tried. She came on presentable. Kevin has high standards about a lot of things, but she was up, she was seated, alert. So I guess we'll see how this goes.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am good. How old are you?
I'm 35.
All right. So what are we talking about tonight? Is there any hope left? Do black people care about their image? What are we doing?
I
Disagreement?
I'm sorry?
Or just general disagreement? What do we got?
I mean, I can go with the image thing. I don't believe that we do control any of.
Really?
No, I don't. Because I put it to you like this. The women or the woman that just left, she doesn't represent me as a black woman.
Sure she does.
No, she doesn't. How does she represent? She has nothing to do with me. I don't know anyone like her.
Excuse me. But there's something called an ethnic image. And it's what it is. She is a microcosm of everything. If I told you 5'6" and knows martial arts, you wouldn't think an African. You would think Chinese.
Some things that may represent a certain culture or an idea, some things do pop in mind at first, and it's not racist.
Ethnic image is like the positive end of it. Then you have stereotyping, which is the negative end of it, right? Mm-hmm. Ethnic image is fair, like he said. If you were to list 3 things about someone, their hobbies, interests, food they liked, or whatever. Without describing what they look like.
What would you assume?
And that's what he's saying. It's that ethnic image. So when people are describing black women, how do black women get described?
Nails, loud, big butts, you know?
And as she lifted her hands above the screen, you see nails. The 4-inch or 3-inch long tips.
Slightly aggressive.
Yeah.
We ain't see her ass yet. She could be a baby mama.
And the ethnic image of a black woman is the sapphire, the nail carved, the give me a break, the short, fat, sassy, strong, independent. That's the ethnic image. And the part you say you don't control the media. Well, what is Ebony, Essence, Madame Noir, Grapevine, Fox?
Black women don't own any of those things.
Oh, excuse me. But who's running them? Who owns them and who runs them? Who's saying no. See, what you're trying to do is play the ownership game.
Who consumes it is what he's trying to allude to, and it's, yes, black women.
Not only consume, also take a production company like Mona Me. That's Mona, Love and Hip Hop. That's her production company. That's a black woman. Scandal, the way black women are portrayed in that's Shonda Rhimes. She's in demand. Those things black women are in control of. You also have many other forms of media that black women are in control of. The majority of the people that write for the Shade Room and stuff like that are black women. So you see the content that's put out there. It's very specific to what the ethnic image of black people, like what exists within that.
And what you allow.
Who is sitting in the chairs on these programs?
It's white executives who make the decision.
It's like kryptonite.
I'm sorry?
Accountability is like kryptonite.
I have no problem taking accountability for anything.
Then
honey,
take it.
But honey, it's how you speak. It's this. It's the defensiveness. If the woman that spoke before, because the woman that spoke before, that the 50-year-old woman, she doesn't represent me either. I'm not going to feel personally attacked. So why are you coming on here with this energy talking to a grown man that's 20 years your senior talking about honey? That's condescending.
Very. And if you want to see our video on the 50-year-old woman, look up right here. Go ahead and click that. It's actually pretty good. He's right. Accountability is like kryptonite to women. Once again, we have some video evidence here. Yeah, let's see how she combats this.
I can speak for myself.
Well, the thing is, we're not just speaking about you, because if you speak about you, you can deflect for anything. I said black female image, not you.
But you brought up accountability. And I'm not discrediting or taking away anything from what we do and what we perpetuate, but it's also the image that we are shown.
There are a lot of content that I don't like to consume or I'm not into, so I choose not to consume it. Simple. If you're not going to make anything to my liking, if you're not going to make anything that resonates to me and what I'm into, cool. I'll go find something, or we'll do what we do here now and create our own content.
Responsible consumerism. You don't have to support what you don't want to support, and let's be honest, the majority of the people that are coming out and doing all these things that are wild and crazy or you know, hot girl summer and all that type of stuff, that's black women perpetuating that image. It's fine, but you got to be accountable about that, especially if you take part in it.
It's progress.
Sandra Rhimes. Why
Okay.
we
What did I say? Shonda Rhimes. There you go.
the black
She
woman?
wrote, yeah, but it had to get
Hold
clear.
on, no.
It doesn't matter who cleared it. Did you go out and consume it yourself? Did she put a gun to your head? Are you paying that Netflix account? Do you go to ABC or does it come to you?
Shonda Rhimes put out Grey's Anatomy first, before Scandal. Grey's Anatomy was a predominantly white cast with a few black faces sprinkled in. Okay, at least we got black doctors this time and not just janitors, right? That gave her so much power. She's held in the highest regard at ABC. So what are you talking about, white execs? We're past that point. When she's writing her script, she can write whatever she wants at this point. That's how much she's worth. Oprah.
Do whatever makes money. They're gonna do what they're gonna. And the fact of it, but who they write it for and who consumed it?
They are the
Who
black.
they write it for and who consumed it?
It's giving you so many opportunities to just accept the fact that accountability needs to be had and they're not accepting it.
And that's why he said, he was like, I'm talking about people in general, because if we're talking about one person, if I just talk to Chris, he can deflect all he wants. He can have any excuse in the book for whatever, because it's his life. When we talk about 10 black men around the same age, same height,
The average.
that's what we're discussing. We're not talking about these personal anecdotes. Like, it's tiresome.
But listen to me. Black people, they're not writing for the black, no, they're writing
Who
for
is
the
they write?
black.
See, this we've already covered. First off, that overtalking won't work. That won't work either.
Because you're throwing assumptions
That
at
won't
me.
work either. That won't work either.
It's the tilting of the head for me.
I'm so done.
No, that was Big Bird energy all day. Your body language alone will say so much about you. You can say you're happy, but your legs can be crossed like you gotta go take a shit. It ain't adding up.
That's one thing that won't work. We can try to have a conversation, but you cannot overtalk me. I allow that one no. You didn't answer my question, and you're going on to another point. That's not okay. I asked you, who was it written for? Sandra Rhimes, Scandal, Love and Hip Hop, all these things. Who are they looking for? Who are they written for? What audience?
For the black audience.
Ding, 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 ding.
Hey guys,
ding.
we are 5 minutes into the video and now we get some type of progress.
Thank you.
Okay. But again, if we are not choosing what goes on the air, because they're not finding all content for black.
Then do not consume it.
What? Then
It's that
literally
simple.
don't watch it. Like, it's so simple. You don't have to stream the latest show or
If
song.
you can't
Like,
do it for yourself, I mean, you are of age, but if you have anybody in your life that can somehow influence you, how about you ask them to tell you not to consume it?
because clearly you need some sort of direction. I'm confused. What happened to free will? Don't watch it. If you don't like it, it won't air. That's why shit gets canceled.
Well, it's a certain type of content for black people that they want to show and they want to perpetuate. And then we are watching because it's programming and we are following
I come from the
they're
industry,
seeing.
and I will tell you that I come from the advertising and marketing. So let me tell you, if black people did not consume that product, they would not put it out there. There's a market for it.
Who do you think she's looking at? A 51, 52-year-old man or a child? Comment below.
Other than that, guys, this is Slick Talk Reviews. I'm Chris,
And I'm Rella.
and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace, y'all.